I just gonna have let this out, guys. So as you know from the title of the video, I left my job. Thank goodness. So I just gonna let all the steam that has been accumulating in my heart lah. You know, it's like one time when I was handling this particular project, and then me and this another guy called Brad, we were working on this project together, and everything ran smoothly. But then right, my boss, you know what? He praised Brad and he didn't even give me credit. I was like, wow, we both work equally as hard together, and I didn't get any credit at all. Oh my. There is another one time, this colleague Melissa, we were like working on this. We were planning this particular schedule and shoot out. Somehow or another, things didn't go well. And then you know what? Melissa backstabbed me. She told my boss that I didn't do shit, which is why everything all went havoc. I was like, you didn't talk to the right authority about this beforehand? And then she's like, oh no, but you are the one that's handling the authority, you know, it's not me. I was like, what? We both do it together. I got what in the fly? But hey guys, I'm just like fucking joking with you all. There's no such person called Brad or Melissa in my team. So yeah, hope you guys don't get clickbait by it. Anyways, welcome to a new video today. So as the title stated that I quit my job. And it's true, I did left my job, but why did I left my job? So just give you guys a bit of a context on like who particularly I am. I'm Brandon, and I actually started BrandonkFitness like a few months back. During that period, that was like around end of circuit breaker, transitioning to phase 1. If you guys are overseas audience, basically like circuit breaker is like kind of a soft lockdown based in Singapore. So like everyone has to like stay home for like 2 months straight before like phase 1, which certain measure has been loosened up. That is why the term for quarantine in Singapore is called circuit breaker. If you're new to the channel, I actually do a lot of like fitness content such as like training stuff, nutrition stuff, and a bit of like my lifestyle vlog here and there. So if you guys have not watched my channel, I highly suggest that you actually like click on my channel and watch my other video after watching this video. Just to give you guys a background on what I particularly did for my previous job. I was actually working in the media industry, and I'm working as like a assistant producer, but at the same time I'm actually working as a soundman as well. So you could say that my role in the company is dual. When I'm office, I do a lot of like pre-production stuff such as like licensing with profiles, coordinating production shoot, planning schedule, and making sure that whatever that we want to shoot on that day itself runs smoothly, and we know particularly what we can shoot, an agenda for the day on what to do. So when I'm set doing production itself, I will actually work as like the soundman. So you guys may not be familiar what is a soundman, because you know in the media industry, usually what most people know is like either the cameraman or the director. But basically soundman means that record audible sound during on set. So take for example, there's like a dialogue, or there's an interview, or there's like this scene where this actor has to speak. That is my job, to record like the best sound possible on set, so that during post-production the sound that's recorded is clear and audible. I've been working in that company for the past 1 year and 4 months. So okay, the reason why I left my company, right, was that there are actually two things in mind. Personally, I don't feel like I have any more growth in that company, because the fact that the company actually specializes in shooting documentary, and they don't really like shoot other things in general. When it comes to like production, there's many different types of production, such as like TV commercials, corporate videos for like companies, YouTube videos, all those kind of short informative videos are like my kind of thing, which is also why I started my YouTube channel, because I really love to have full creativity control of like my entire video and what I want to do in person. In terms of the creative direction of handling a documentary and planning a documentary shoot, I kind of have an idea of how it works anymore, and which is why I want to explore other options as well, because you know I'm like currently 23. I still have a long way to go. Matter of fact, I may not even continue this path, but I'm just going along the flow and just slowly discovering things by myself and see if this is something that I want to stick to for life. Second reason, my mental health did take a toll on itself. I will have to admit that there are some stress and pressure that's accumulated on me throughout this past 1 year. Aside from that, I also do have like my own personal issues as well, which has actually taken a toll on my mental health. So honestly speaking, time to time where I actually had like a bit of like anxiety, and I was constantly in this depressed state. I felt like I need to pull out from this project, because as much as I do really want to help my team and my colleagues, they are like amazing people, but I just feel like I am no longer as efficient as I was anymore, and my mind is no longer that clear. So I really had to pull out from the project, and I really had to like lay back and just take a deep breath and just take it easy and just move on, because I felt like all this accumulated stress that's on me for the past 1 year has already like kind of affected me very badly, even though I don't really show it out, which is also why I take fitness very seriously. Because you know, when I'm in the gym, right, it just felt like I'm in this haven where I could just block out everyone and I'll just do my thing for like 2 hours, and that felt serene to me, like I conquered the world, you know, because I'm in my zone, I'm at my best self, which is why I love the gym, I love fitness, I love training so much, which is why I also started this YouTube channel lah. So I would love to like spread positivity and help people out if they are interested in like pursuing or doing weight training along the way. As I've mentioned that I've been exposed to the media industry for quite some time, so I'm actually going to share with you 3 things that I learned from working in the media industry. Firstly, working in the media industry requires you to work for a long hour sometimes, which can be physically and mentally drained for your body itself. There was this one period where I actually do have to keep flying overseas back and forth from Singapore to other countries, which has profiles from Singapore and overseas as well. So in terms of training and nutrition wise, right, after all, this is a fitness channel, so I do going to share with you my opinion on how it has affected my training and at the same time my private lifestyle as well, which some of you may be able to relate to. That I fly to this overseas country not for like 3-4 days. I fly there and I stay there for like almost 1 week plus to 2 weeks, which you could say that I don't really have that time and luxury to hang out with like my friends, my family, and like aside from like hanging out with my friends and family, I do not even have time for myself to train. We go out and shoot for 12 hours and then we go back to the hotel, and then how's it freaking possible for me to like even go work out? You know, it's like my body is so physically tired, and then I have to like prep for like the next day shoot, and then sometimes I don't even like get ample rest. I only sleep like 4-5 hours, and then next day is like bang, same thing again, rinse and repeat. I didn't make any progress at all. I became from like lean, I became to like skinny fat. After that whole project wrap, I actually have to like kind of like do cardio to actually shred that body fat away, and then at the same time I lose strength along the way because I'm not consistent in my training. So the second thing that I learned in working in the media industry is knowing how to handle expectation from individual. This particular individual could be your colleague, or could be your boss, or could be whoever it is in general. You just need to learn how to handle expectation. So what do I mean by handling expectation? Handling expectation could mean a lot of things. So I will give you a few contexts of what it means lah. I'm supposed to do like 5 tasks for today, but out of the blue you start throwing me like different things during the different part of the day. So if I add up, I have 10 tasks to do in a day. Your colleague or boss do not know what you're actually doing. They just throw it to you and they just forget about it. You as a employee, or you as your colleague, you need to learn how to fair play with like your bosses or your colleague or whoever it is. You need to learn how to manage expectation from them. One thing I did right was that I asked them like, so you give me this particular number of tasks, which one will you want me to complete? From there, I kind of know what is the more urgent one, and from there I'll just slowly focus on those, and then I'll ask like, what about those other small little miscellaneous tasks? Could I do them another day? These are small little discussions that could give you a breather throughout the day, because you obviously don't want to overload yourself with like so many different things. End of the day, you're just going to like try to rush things and try to complete everything, which is like not ideal. I do not like to complete like 10 tasks, but I did it like sloppily. I like to do like 5 tasks, but I give in my best for the day, because people may not know how you actually manage to get all those tasks done because of many different factors that you may not have control over. So by discussing with them, you guys could have a clear idea on how to proceed on and what task needs to be done for the day. The third thing that I learned from the media industry itself is that even though the media industry is like a creative industry, right, you won't be as creative as you want to be. Think about it. You are a company, and then client approach you. So client want you to do this, that. So you as a creative production company, right, you can think of like different creative implementation to just make out and suit this particular client's requirement or criteria. Sometimes you and the client have this like vibe, or you guys can actually discuss things like really well, everything runs very smoothly. But there are certain clients that you may not be able to like be in sync with, which is why you guys may have like creative differences. After all, the client has the big say, has the final say. We are the one that's executing it. So as much as we want to be doing this or doing that, but the client may not like your idea. The client will want to proceed with what he or she wants. But that does not mean that you should follow whatever the client wants to, because there are many different things you need to take into account for, such as like the budget you have in mind. The client wants you to like film a Hollywood film, but then you are like, your budget is like 5 digits. Like, how am I supposed to shoot a Hollywood? Obviously, it's not going to work out lah. So this is like, handling expectation comes in play for now, but you also need to like explain and like enlighten the client. At the end of the day, it really comes down to a lot of like discussion here and there lah. But after all, the client has the final say. You as a creative personnel, you may not be able to be in your full potential of your creativity. In conclusion, this is the real reason why I quit my job, and I hope you guys actually learn a thing or two from this video itself lah. Any of you guys are actually like interested in joining the media industry, I do hope that this video kind of give you an insight of what it is like working in the media industry. I actually also want to shout out to like my team. You guys know who you are. You guys are like amazing for like making my working life in the company like fun, yet at the same time torturing. So I really want to thank you guys. I did learn a lot by myself like, and I learned a lot from you guys as well. And I hope you guys actually learn a lot from me. You guys are just great in your own ways, and flawed in your own ways. So we're all humans, right? Anyways, I really did enjoy my time working in like the company itself. And if you guys are watching, I'm going to say it once again, you guys are amazing, and I hope you guys are doing well for this project. That's it guys, I want to wrap up the video right here, right now. So if you guys actually learn a thing or two, good for you. If you guys don't learn anything, then probably you should just watch my other videos down below. If you do like the video, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I upload weekly, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and peace out. Bye!